Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Oakland Athletics vs Seattle Mariners, Texas Rangers vs Houston Astros, Colorado Rockies vs Los Angeles Dodgers, and Chicago White Sox vs Milwaukee Brewers, which are happening on Sunday, July 25, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. When the numbers do not seem to line up with a team's record, there is usually an opportunity for value. Seattle has remained relevant in the AL West, but it is not good offensively or on the mound. Oakland has been better in both regards and has now picked up wins in 7 of Irvin's last 8 starts. The Athletics' batting order has been stagnant when they are playing at home this season. However, the offense wakes up when they are playing on the road. They are 26-19 in their road games this season, which is all a manager can ask for from his club. Continuing to win on the road may be the Athletics' only shot at making the playoffs this season. They are just 3 games back of the Astros, and fortunately for Oakland, their next 8 games are all on the road. This road trip will be a prime opportunity to gain ground in the AL East. Seattle is in the midst of what could end up being a make-or-break stretch of baseball. The Mariners will play 3 games with Houston and then 3 at Texas during this 10-game set against divisional opponents. They have been able to remain relevant in the AL West thus far, going 3-3 in their first 6 games since the All-Star break. Seattle is 7 games back of Houston in the standings, but it is only 3.5 games out of the second wild card spot. The Mariners have been able to stay in contention despite having the worst offense in the MLB, hitting at just a .218 clip. My betting advice for that game is to pick Oakland. As poorly as Greinke has pitched at home this season, it's hard not to like the Astros' chances in this spot. Not only has Texas been mired in a free-fall as of late, but Dunning's inability to pitch deep into games could come back to haunt them here. The Rangers' bullpen has been a problem during the team's 10-game slide, and manager Chris Woodward might have to use them early and often in this matchup. The Texas Rangers have been playing some terrible baseball lately, as they are in the middle of an 11-game losing streak, including a 3-run road loss to the Houston Astros in their last game. In that game, Texas's offense was awful as it only scored 1 run while recording just 2 hits. However, that terrible offensive performance was not surprising at all, since the Rangers are averaging just 3.90 runs per game, which ranks 28th in the league. Now Texas will be looking to snap this losing streak with another road game up next. However, the Rangers have lost 39 of their first 52 road games, as they have struggled on the highway all season long. Houston is scheduled to hand the ball to veteran right-handers Zach Greinke for the series finale versus Texas on Sunday. The Astros righty has been effective despite averaging just 89 miles per hour on his heater this year. Greinke is 9-3 with a strong 3.58 ERA in 20 starts, and he's gotten the job done without striking out a lot of hitters. In fact, Greinke has fanned just 6.64 batters per 9 innings of work, his lowest mark since the 2015 season. My betting advice for that game is to pick Houston Astros -1.5. Josiah Gray is the new kid on the block, but it's hard to put much faith in a Rockies team that can't score runs on the road. Yes, I saw what they did in the opener against the Dodgers, but you shouldn't need me to tell you that game was an anomaly. We're talking about the worst road team in baseball. Not only do the Rockies have the worst road record, but they're sitting at the bottom or at least near the bottom of the league in every important offensive category. They're consistently getting ramrodded when playing away from their home building this season. The Dodgers have a lot of faith in Gray, and it's a big reason why he's getting this opportunity to start on Sunday. The Colorado Rockies have not been great this season, but the last couple of games have looked better. On the season they are scoring 4.3 runs per game and allowing 4.9. This is not good as they need to get things going. Not only do they have to put up some more runs on the board, they also need to get some better pitching. On the batting side of things, conversion is the most important thing. They have 8.1 hits per game, which is a top 10 score, but they are having a tough time converting bases. The Rockies will be looking to convert some runs in this game as they did in the last matchup against the Dodgers. For the pitching side of things, they will be trusting Jon Gray to get the job done. The Dodgers are putting the ball into rookie Josiah Gray's hand to start opposite of the Rockies on Sunday afternoon. It's a major development as the team looks to add depth with Clayton Kershaw currently on the shelf with an injury. This is a legitimate opportunity for Gray to prove he has value in the starting rotation. His first official MLB start will come against a Rockies team that's been hapless offensively on the road. They're sitting at .207 batting average and .594 ops when playing away from their home building this season, both being league low marks. My betting advice for that game is to pick Los Angeles Dodgers. The White Sox are a better offensive team than the Brewers, but both sides should struggle to hit well in this matchup, considering how good their pitching is. The Brewers have been terrific on the mound lately, while the White Sox certainly have enough weapons to compete with Milwaukee, especially with Lance Lynn getting the starting call. The current Brewers are 15-4-66 against Lynn, posting a .771 ops. On the other side, Brandon Woodruff met the White Sox once in his career, and it was in the abbreviated 2020 season, as he tossed 6 innings of a 2-run ball, while striking out 6, to get a no decision. Hereof, Sunday's closer could easily go either way, and I'm backing Milwaukee's pitching staff to make the difference. Lance Lynn tossed 7 innings of 1-run ball Monday in a no decision versus the Twins. Making his first start since signing that 2-year, $38 million contract extension with the White Sox over the weekend, the 34-year-old right-hander was in complete control until he served up a game-tying solo homer to Nelson Cruz in the top of the 6th. Lynn stands 9-3 on the season with a microscopic 1.94 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, and 109 32 KBB ratio in 97 innings, and has looked every bit as sharp as the White Sox had hoped for. He faces a tough matchup on the road against the Brew Crew. The Milwaukee Brewers tortured the White Sox pen in the opener, while Tyrone Taylor smacked a grand slam to cap a 6-run explosion in the 7th inning. On the other side of the ball, the Brewers' pitching staff put on another clinic, as Milwaukee owns the 3rd lowest ERA in the majors, 3.37. The Brew Crew have registered a sparkly 2.30 ERA so far this month, allowing a .200 batting average to their opponents. Brandon Woodruff will toe the rubber Sunday, and the 28-year-old right-hander is 7-4 with a 2.04 ERA and 0.83 WHIP in 19 starts this season. He's allowed exactly 1 earned run in each, but one of his previous 5 starts. The Brewers lead the way in the NL Central, 6.5 games ahead of the second-placed Cincinnati Reds. However, they desperately need more from their offense. The Brewers are tallying 4.41 runs per game, which is below the league average, and their batting average is the 2nd worst in the majors, .224. The White Sox and their supercharged lineup have been crushing the baseball coming into the start of the second half. They rank top 10 in runs, on-base percentage, and team batting average as of play on Saturday. Home run totals are lower than expected, but they have dealt with injuries to Luis Robert and Eloy Jimenez for most of the season. They are 19 games above .500 through the middle of July and are getting Jimenez and Robert back for the stretch run. Expect the White Sox to be dangerous in October. My betting advice for that game is to pick the Milwaukee Brewers. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.